We're reaching, touching, and changing lives for the better. 2020 is our year of maximum profit. My name is Christina Stevens, and this is Life Changes Global Network News. We have correspondents around the globe that will be reporting on Life Changes activity from our various chapters. Without further ado, let's go to Houston chapter, where we have Nadine Smith reporting. Nadine?
Thank you, Christina. This is Nadine Smith reporting live from beautiful, sunny Houston, Texas. Houston chapter started February 29th of this year, and so far they have stood up to their title of Trailblazers. Houston chapter has been executing different projects and programs in excellence from its inception. And this November was no exception. They were part of the hosting and headquartering of the Lifetime Achievement Award with Apostle Naomi Dowdy from Singapore. As you know, the executive director for Women of Influence is Houston's very own Ambassador Nadine. So Houston was truly trailblazing as they hosted this interview. And of course, they're looking forward to continuing the celebration of our 17th year anniversary celebration of Women of Influence by celebrating and awarding an additional 16 women, which is upcoming. Another thing that Houston was so privileged to do was they were the hosts representing North America for the OFP event, which took place on Saturday, December 5th. This event was to serve up to 200 homeless people, and Houston showed up and showed out. From the organizing, the logistics, the shopping, the collecting of the funds, to the reporting, Houston stood out as definitely trailblazers. And then the execution on the 5th was done in excellence. This was attended by our international president, and this was also attended by many of our 2.0 who outnumbered the adults. So we are excited about what happened for our global OFP on Saturday, December 5th. Well, that is all that is happening here in Houston for 2020. But as we know, the mandate for 2021 is the year of eagle flight. And we believe that Houston is positioned and waiting for the command to fly, to soar. After all, eagles are trailblazers. Well, this is Nadine Smith reporting live from Houston chapter on behalf of Life Changers Global Network News. Back to you in the studio, Christina.
Thank you, Nadine, for that report. As you heard from her, 2021 is a year of eagle flight, and you will see some of other corresponding making mention of it in their broadcast. So without further ado, let's go to McCarty, where we have Rebecca AKULA reporting. Rebecca?
Good day, LCCI Global family and the world at large. This is news from Untitled Chapter by Ambassador AKULA, the leader. The month of November was full of activities, ranging from meetings of the Women of Influence, leaders meetings, and the youth meetings. All were centered on prayers and preparations for the Operation Feed the Poor and Help the Needy. However, on the 8th day of November, the chapter LCCI took the day out for photo shooting. It was like a picnic, though the eating and drinking was done after the event of the day at the clubhouse, at the club office. It was a fun-filled day, as the photos were done in 3 shades of uniform: the Life Changers uniform, the Ankara design, and the traditional attires of the state. The next activity, though global, that caused a lot of excitement was the Star Leadership Training, mandatory for all members and also open to non-members alike. Makodi chapter was also part of the live broadcast of 21st November 2020 on Facebook, which awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award to Apostle Naomi Dowdy as part of the Women of Influence 17th year anniversary celebration. We thank God for the impartation and the prayers. The earnest preparation for our OFP biannual event also started in earnest for the chapter. Donations were made from all the chapters across the world, the global family, since Makurdi was to carry out the OFP on behalf of all the Nigerian chapters. Finally, the OFP took place on Saturday, 5th December at the Makurdi chapter office. More than 200 people were given raw food of rice, beans, and gari. The God of OFP manifested himself through us, reaching, touching, and changing lives for the better. Meanwhile, 2021 has been declared as our year of the eagle. I am ready to fly. I don't know about you. In fact, for now, I am AKULA Global Eagle. Thanks for watching and Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Rebecca, for that report. As you can see, the chapters are running with the vision. 2021 is the year of Eagle Flight. Let's go over to Abuja, where we have Helen Fred reporting. Helen?
Thank you, Christina. It's great to be here. As you know, Abuja at this time of the year, it's usually sunny and hot, but surprisingly, we've had a cloudy weather since morning, which is very favorable for us and all good. The Abuja chapter of Life Changers Club International held 5 successful meetings in the month of November. It is pertinent to note that 3 of those meetings were specially strategized and targeted. The 2.0, which is the youth arm of the Life Changers Club International Abuja chapter, chaperoned the first event with an interesting theme: you can do more. Emphasis were laid on capacity building, self-development, and dogged commitment. The international president, Apostle Joy Life Changers, who was present at the meeting, rounded off with these words: those that burn the midnight oil will rule the day. I hope you won. The youth event was immediately followed by another meeting organized by the Company of Excellence, the men's arm of the Life Changers Club International, and their theme was becoming a disciplined man. It is our prayer that we see more disciplined and focused men in our days. Mr. Chimezie Joseph anchored the event, and Pastor Olaitan Adeshina gave the word for the day. More so, the women of influence were not left out, with a compelling caption, challenging pain into purpose. The tables were greatly shifted under the voice of Ambassador Bechen Daniels as she unveils valuable insights on how to turn pain into purpose. In her closing remark, she said, "You cannot pursue purpose and vengeance at the same time. You must choose wisely." As a way of bringing the activities of the year to an end, the Abuja chapter had an on-site meeting which was exciting, and it was a karaoke session. It featured testimonies of God's deliverance, sustenance, provision, and guidance evident in the lives of the club members. The members all testified of the mercies of God in spite of the raging storm of the COVID situation. They were preserved, and so were their loved ones. Amidst other fun activities, the meeting was brought to an end with a brief charge and prayers led by the national president, Ambassador Margaret Fabi. This is where we draw our curtain for now until I come your way again. Remember, there is purpose in your pain. Don't waste it. I'm Helen Fred, reporting for Life Changers Global Network News, Abuja.
Thank you, Helen, for that report from the Abuja chapter. Without further ado, let's go over to Florida, where we have Kes Smith reporting. Kes?
Thanks, Christina. Our Florida chapter is a growing chapter with our ambassador in training, Alison Young, very hard at work. Also with the aid of Deputy Ambassador in Training from the Atlanta chapter, Christina Stevens, assisting her, our chapter is soaring to new heights. The month of November has been very impactful, featuring the Monday Motivation, in which the theme was change. Change is necessary, change is constant, and change is inevitable. We had speakers from different chapters, like the Deputy Ambassador from the Houston chapter, Pastor Latrice, followed by Ambassador Aldi from the Atlanta chapter, followed by Ambassador Nadine from the Houston chapter. And our final broadcast featured our very own international president, Pastor Joy Life Changers, and our GMT president, Reverend Fred from the Abuja chapter. We had a wonderful time with the Monday motivation, as many lives was touched, impacted, and inspired. Our expectation for the year 2021 is astronomical, as it is the year of the Eagle flight, and our Florida chapter is ready to fly. Reporting live from the Sunshine State, I am Kes Smith. Back to you, Christina.
Thank you, Kes, for that report from Florida. Motivational Monday was indeed motivational. And so let's go over to New York, where we have FAVOURED-JOY reporting. FAVOURED-JOY?
Thank you, Christina. Good day to you and good day, everyone. My name is FAVOURED-JOY, and I'm going to be reporting on behalf of the New York chapter. In this past month, we've held our State of Transformation, which we featured Brother Eden Udin, and we have also been collecting donations towards our blanket drive, which is going to take place in December. This month, we've also continued to hold our weekly Monday prayers, which takes place every Monday at 9 p.m. Thank you very much, Christina, and over back to you.
Thank you, FAVOURED-JOY, for the report. Now let's go over to Kaduna, where we have Ruth AFOR reporting. Ruth?
Yeah, my name is Ruth AFOR, the chapter ambassador of Kaduna Life Changers Club International. I'm here to give an update of the events that held in November 2020. On the 14th of November 2020, the Kaduna chapter held a meet and greet event as well as the 2.0 inauguration. The meet and greet event was quite a success, and it was an avenue where Life Changers Club information, relevant information, was communicated to as many people who attended the program. We had quite a number of attendants, as well as 4 delegates from Abuja chapter. At this point, we want to say thank you to our international president, Apostle Joy Life Changers, and our national president, Ambassador Fabi Margaret, for the great support to ensuring that the delegates from Abuja came in to and fro. We are grateful. The 2.0 inauguration had about 40 members sign up for the 2.0. We also had, during the course of the event, elected 2 new leaders into our leadership team, one for Women of Influence and the second person as our new secretary. We want to also say that during the course of the year 2020, especially during the pandemic period, where we had meetings on our WhatsApp group, we had 3 new people added to us. This is something we are grateful about. 2020 has been a wonderful year despite the pandemic, but we are grateful to where God has brought us to. And we're also thankful to God for where He's taking us to come 2021. In the course of the month, November 2020, we had our chapter ambassador, my humble self, attend the 7-star leadership training program. It was quite an eye-opening program, and we also want to say that our remaining leaders will join the next batch. 2020 was actually a year of maximum profit, and we thank God. Maximum profit in the sense that we had the 2.0 inaugurated, we had members sign up for it, we also had new members join our chapter, so we thank God. So this is the update we have for you from Kaduna chapter.
Thank you, Ruth, for that report from Kaduna. So now let's go over to Atlanta, where we have Don Saunders reporting. Don?
Well, thank you, Christina. It is my pleasure to greet you with our Atlanta news here at the Life Changes Club International. I am excited to know that we are still pressing forward. Our recent activity we just had with our Life Changes Club Lifetime Achievement Award with the Woman of Influence was excited. We were able to host the red carpet event, and I am excited to see what we're doing in the near future. But on to that, we also have our last year Sip and Pray meeting, which we were together discussing testimonies of our year-long togetherness, achievements, and what God has done in this club and the accomplishment that we have carried out. So these are the recent events that took place here in Atlanta. It is great, and we continue to strive to reach and to touch lives for the better. Over to you, Christina.
Thank you, Dawn, for that report from Atlanta. I have a clip for you from the Women of Influence Awards, where Apostle Dowdy was awarded the Life Achievement Award. Pastor Joy asked her a question, and she answered. Listen and be blessed.
I want to say that, you say daring faith. What about the people that don't have daring faith but have a love for God? What about some of those people who say, but I've got kids, I've got a husband, I'm in school, God knows I want to do this. What would you say to that person who's watching today, who has the cares of this world choking them, but definitely loves God and want to serve God? How did you overcome the cares of this world to still be on that path till today?
One thing is sometimes we can use all of those things as excuses. We can use it as an excuse. I'm married, I got kids, I've got a job, making good money. My salary, just a tithe of my salary is more than the pastor. Hey, why shouldn't I stay in the business world? So you've got to get past the excuses. Stop giving excuses to God. Stop giving excuses to yourself to negate.
Mm-hmm.
If you're married, God has to also speak to your husband, of course, right? Because the two are one. So you have to, God doesn't take you and separate you. God wants you to be together. So you have to pray, that happens. But there's all of these things can be excuses. But if you really want to obey God, God will show you a way. Will open doors. God will connect you with the right people and the right kind of ministry. So you don't have to struggle with it, except say yes and step out. Because our excuses are just that. God would not have called you if he didn't know the situation you were in. Come on. He knows where you are. He knows your life. He knows all the issues that are around you. So if God has called you, yeah, okay, come on. Then that means he's going to make a way through all that if you'll just trust him, obey him. Take your kids, take your family, go with you, pray until it's necessary, whatever breakthrough, because God does, he just makes a way. You see, God calls, we don't know like Abraham. Abraham, take off, pack it up, and go. Don't know where. Don't know how long. Just go. And then you have to have that kind of faith to just believe that God will lead you, and that you will get to where he wants you to be. Just do it.
You heard Apostle Dowdy saying it. Just do it. 2021 is our year of eagle flight. I will see you in the airways. For Life Changers Global Network News, I'm Christina Stevens signing off. See you in 2021.